Hello everybody and welcome into the SFA Season 17 College Football Playoff. We are here for the opening round action between number 6 Auburn and number 11 UTSA. The first round kicks off today. We've got 3 matchups coming back to back to back. The second half of the first round is a bit more tentative. I'm hoping to get 1 on Monday and 2 on Tuesday. For sure I'll be doing 2 on Tuesday. I just don't know the start time. Monday, it's up in the air because of my basketball schedule. I don't know. They haven't texted me yet. So, as always, though, this is the SFA. It's an online dynasty ran through Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. You can jump in at any time, claim a team, set playbooks, recruit, compete in server games, and then you can compete for a national championship like all of these users today. So remember, the CFP opening round is all on campus, so this is an Auburn home game. Welcome in, Coach Phi. Dogwater is here. Florida Man, Uni, welcome in. Florida Man as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun here. As always, we're going to go through the full roster for both teams. Then we'll watch the game in its entirety. And and here is a look at the bracket. 14-team playoff for the first time ever. 10 or 11 auto bids. Every conference champ plus Notre Dame, the top independent, and then 3 at-large teams, which are Army, Tennessee, and who was the last one? Iowa State. So it's going to be very interesting. The winner of this game will play Georgia Tech or Coastal Carolina in the Peach Bowl. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Both Auburn and UTSA made the playoff last season but lost their opening round games. Auburn blew a 21-point lead to Minnesota, and UTSA got smoked by Central Michigan. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's get on into this action. And we'll start out with the home team, the Auburn Tigers. Thad Russell is the redshirt freshman quarterback, very speedy. He has been a godsend for this team, helping them finally get over the hump. And then the Heisman winner, the man, the myth, the legend, the transfer from Cincinnati, Bourbon Boozin. He won the Walker, he won the Walter Camp, including the Heisman. He has 31 rushing touchdowns on the season, so he's hoping to have a massive game. However, UTSA did just stop Husky Boyle. Also, for Coach Phi, who's a fan of Logan Bronner, he's back. There was no injuries. I already posted them, so if he plays, we should see him in action in this game. Wide receiver, Kofi Garnett, the SFA player. You'll see Reed Breesler out there as well. Alan Dorsey, Greg Thomas, Mark Beekman, he's redshirted. They have 3 SFA tight ends, LaHonda Dickerstick, Evan Felker, and Gil Plunkett. Those 2 are redshirted. Freshman All-American Braun Burmeister, SFA player. Jim Meredith is an SFA player. And not the best offensive line here. On defense, Bradrick Bulu, the SFA player. On the other side, George Jude. And in the middle, Quinshawn Holyfield, the SFA player, and Kingsley Eggins, the SFA player. At linebacker, Blake Powell and Calais Ingram, one of my favorite linebackers of all time. So it's going to be fun. Who made typo? Did I make a typo? No, okay. Paul Charles, and then Keon Beachcastle, the SFA player, Anthony Griffin, Leon Keller, Harry Taylor, and in the back, Troy Carter, Bosco Beasley, he is redshirted, and then Jay Jones, the Yams legend. He started at Florida, transferred to Akron, and now lands at Auburn. We'll see if he can have a big day. And Reed Breesler, who I was talking about, 2A player, he'll also play offense. Their kicker is David Foster and David Bird. So now let's check out UTSA. This team is powered by vibes and lore. Miles Tilley, 78 overall. He is your starting quarterback. Mercury Morris is out for the year, so Tim Tyson is going to be the back of choice. At wide receiver, Shiloh Slutters, Rylan Warrenberg. He was non-existent in last year's playoff game. He will be playing both sides, so hopefully he has a big day. You got Chris Ham, baby, and Bakari DeJango, Tilley's favorite target. At tight end, Tommy Joseph, but also Wendell Vanderbrake will play tight end. Offensive line looks like this. Shaheen Helanoush, the SFA player. And on defense, Jared Hurst, SFA player, Adrian Dockery, and in the middle, Graham Concoro. On linebacker, Brad Coley, Wendell Vanderbrake, and River Elliott, who has burst onto the scene the last couple of weeks. He got National Player of the Week during conference championships, and he's a freshman All-American. At corner, Nikias Bush, he's back from injury. Johnny Thomas has been making a huge name for himself last couple of weeks. And Bernard Bell, the SFA player. And in the back, Ty J. Burnett, you'll see Rylan Warrenberg, and then Kareem Mason as well. And this is a look at their kickers. So let's get on into the game. As always, VODs will be available later on today. And then for highlights, hopefully I can get them all out today, but they might end up being tomorrow or at a later date. We'll just have to wait and see. And remember, guys, the rankings, the top 25 rankings are different from the playoff rankings. So this is the 6 versus 11 matchup, but UTSA is ranked number 21 in the country. So don't get yourself confused on that kind of stuff. All right, Dogwater and Cabbage, if you're here, let me know what jerseys you want. There is no wiggly ratings here, so that's an interesting tidbit. Remember, the opening round is at Auburn Stadium. So if you're here, I'm getting my thumbnail, let me know. Yeah, let me get the prediction out. So for BearCave, this is a Auburn -14. So this is a bit of a crazy matchup here. Let me just confirm it is actually 14. I want to make sure Yep, it is 14. So you got 2 minutes on these ones. Let's get some Bobinas going for the CFP, baby. Dogwater said all gray uniforms. If there's ever a team that can make a dream run, like Georgia Southern, it's going to be UTSA. So, for Auburn, they don't have a lot of options, so if you're gray, I'm probably going to want to go white for them. So I don't want to get too crazy here. All right. So everything comes down to this. Auburn and UTSA have never faced. In all of our first round matchups, there's only 2 matchups that have happened before, and they each have only happened once. So we'll go through those once we see them. But also, right before we get started, if you made the CFP or you won a bowl game yesterday, you can get an off-season strategy. Number 3 and number 4, an additional transfer portal scholarship. The 40 plus, those are both for next season. If you want to do plus 2, I've seen so many of you guys asking me, no incoming players, SFA players, or transfer portal players can get the plus 2. It has to be somebody existing on your roster because it's supposed to be a development bonus. So somebody who's been on your roster that you want to get better. You can't get a 2-star into a 4-star. You can't get a transfer portal into a really good player. It has to be somebody currently on your roster. So just want to make sure you guys know that before we get started. Welcome in, Coach Nathan. All right, let's get on into it. First round action, Auburn Tigers, the UTSA Roadrunners. What could go wrong in this matchup? We've got 13 game day style games between us and a national champion. Oh, baby, it's going to be a fun couple of weeks. Here we go. Oh, sorry, Cam. I got you. Just so everybody knows, he did not use it on Scotty Bean, so that means Scotty Bean's getting benched. And we've got rain in the opening round. Not sure how that affects this matchup, but we might see some ball handling issues. Here we go. Number 6 versus number 21 on campus. First round action. So with the 14-team playoff, we now have 13 and 14 seeds. The lowest seed to ever win an opening round game is last season. It was Wyoming as a 12 seed. So I do not think the 11 seed has ever won a game. So let's see what happens. They will return the opening kickoff, and they get past the 25. Kofi Garnett, the SFA player. So here comes Thad Russell. Close there, DC. And they start out with a Maryland Eye. Bourbon Booze in your Heisman winner. Oh, it's play action to start the game. Thad Russell, he's going to take off. He gets through and brought down. What an opening run. Love that play call. Some Maryland Eye play action. Only 3 games today, Coach Vi. LaHonda Dickerstick into the slot. Under center, still haven't given it to the Heisman winner. We got a 3rd down to start. This is an Auburn team that's finally gotten over the hump in the SEC. Their years of being Tennessee's bitch. Empty set now on 3rd and 5. Dickerstick in motion. Thad Russell, he steps up, throws it short, and that's going to be a 3 and out for the Auburn Tigers. So after this game, we'll go to what I think is going to be the best game of the first round, Iowa State and Notre Dame. And then we'll finish up today with Baylor and Hawaii. Here's Rylan Warrenberg. He returns it past the 40. All right, so exactly the start UTSA needed. Here comes Miles Tilley. They start out in the full house. Oh, they get him to jump. Hand off to Tim Tyson. He stiffies a defender. And he gets 4. Tim Tyson coming in after Mercury Morris hurt himself. He already had a massive game day earlier this season. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, I'm not sure what Cabbage was thinking on that one. 2nd and 6 now. Warrenberg in the slot. Man in motion for Miles Tilley. Oh, it's a screen. It's intercepted. It's Keon Beachcastle. He's going the other way. A pick 6 to open up the CFP. Touchdown, Auburn. Miles Tilley masterclass. What a play from Keon Beachcastle, the SFA player. And Auburn strikes first. So not the best start to the CFP we've ever seen. We'll see if UTSA can settle in. So the offense not doing too hot to start for Auburn, but the defense firing on all cylinders. So here comes the return up to the 30. Thanks for coming out, UTSA. So they'll come out in goal line form after the pick 6. They are saying, no, Miles Tilley, you are not. Oh my gosh. And then they hand it to Andy Avery, a fullback. I don't think we've seen him get a touch all year long. The rain does crazy things to the play calling. So back to the goal line formation. Another fullback dive. What a start to the CFP. Incredible. All right, 4 wide now for Miles Tilley. 3rd and 6. Yamming over the middle. He hits Bakari Django. Here come the Roadrunners. They're just buttering you up, getting you ready for the deep bomb. And he hits Bakari over the middle. Exactly what UTSA needed. Come back out in the shotgun, trips right. Delay give to Tim Tyson, and Calais Ingram in on the tackle. Leon Keller was there as well. It's a Legion of Dread member, Calais Ingram. He had a rough junior year, but he's been outstanding this season. Bourbon. I love the way Nathan spells bourbon. Hand off to Tim Tyson. Charles gives chase, and they get him down. So 3rd and long yet again for UTSA. Bit of no man's land, so if they get a chunk back, they might go for it. Shotgun for Miles Tilley. He'll drop back, 3-man rush. Over the middle, dumps it off. Oh, he stiffied a man, and it's 4th down. And here we go. 4th and 5. UTSA stays on the field. Tilley. It'll be a mid-screen to Warrenberg, and he goes down. Turnover for the Roadrunners. Wild start here in the opening round as Auburn's defense gets another turnover. So here comes Auburn now. They take their shot at the goal line for him. Fullback dive for them. So I guess it's raining. They decide, screw it. We won't give Bourbon any carries. Maybe they're just saving for, Bourbon Boozin's health for Georgia Tech. 2nd and 5. Halfway through this first quarter, the first carry for the Heisman winner. He breaks away! Bourbon Boozin for 18. He looks like a giant out there. What a start. They're going to hurry it up. Back under center, Bourbon in the backfield. Be a quick throw over the middle, wide open man. He turns upfield. Warrenberg gives chase, and they bring him down. Brett Ford for 22. So the Conference USA champion taking on the SEC champion. Not a good start for the Conference USA, who had a tough bowl season already. They went, I believe, 1-3. So split backs here for Auburn. Thad Russell to the corner, gives it to Bourbon, breaks a tackle, and steps out of bounds. Three straight first downs here, and they're threatening the end zone. Hand off to Bourbon Boozin. He angles out. What a tackle! Ty J. Burnett, the Navy transfer, took him down up high. 2nd and goal now for the Auburn Tigers. Fakes the handoff. Russell to the end zone. Floaties and dropped by Auburn. Reed Breesler had the touchdown. So 3rd and goal. Can UTSA survive? Russell to the end zone again, and this time he brings it in. Touchdown, Auburn. Reed Breesler, the SFA player, on the comeback. And it's already an Auburn cover. UTSA's got to settle in here. Who on earth would paint NCAA on their chest in the rain? Diabolical, these Auburn fans. Crazy work. Here comes Warrenberg on the return. Down 14 early. UTSA already dreaming of the day-night era. 1st and 10 for Miles Tilley. 4-man rush. He yams that to the corner. Open man, Bakari to Django again. First down, Bakari. But they need to string together a couple of those plays. Dogwater already pleading with the blue square in the chat. Empty set here for Miles Tilley. What could go wrong? 1st and 10. Drops back. Tilley floats and intercepted! It's going the other way. He couldn't float it. Disaster here for UTSA. A forgettable first quarter, to say the least. Auburn takes over at the 50-yard line. We might be literally seeing a murder here tonight. Russell drops back, yams it, wide open man, LaHonda Dickerstick. First and 10. Inside the 30, handoff to Bourbon. Boozin, only his 2nd carry of the ball game. This time he only gets 3. Second and 7, back under center. Quick 3-step drop. Oh, and Bourbon tackles Thad Russell. I've never seen the running back tackle his quarterback on the drop back. My goodness. So 3rd down for Auburn. Shotgun. Over the middle, LaHonda Dickerstick, and he gets the first. First and 10, they're in the red zone. Keeper here for Thad, and he gets about 7. Dogwater could be worse. You could give up 28 1/4 with Le'Veon Bell dropping 2 interceptions. Maryland die now for Auburn. The handoff. No, it's play action. Over the middle, LaHonda Dickerstick, touchdown Auburn. They go up 21 early. Working on River Elliott that time. And it's clear UTSA is a bit outclassed here tonight. (21-0). What a start for the Tigers. Warrenberg stays on his feet, but they call him down. So just a little bit of a tough start here for UTSA. We'll see if they can get it rolling. You didn't ask to put him in. You said if he does this again. If you want me to put him in, I can, but you didn't request it. I saw you say QB system time. If he does this again, I'll put in the other guy. All right, 2nd and 1. Quick option for Tilley. Okay. All right, Sir Dogwater. First quarter. This might be a record. Even old Mills ball. Oh my god. I can only edit my depth chart for my team. Fuck you. Select sides. Surely. I gotta go out and then back in. Okay. You want to put this Kent guy in. So 3rd and 5. We got a new quarterback in. Dogwater's had enough of Miles Tilley. He yams it deep, first play, and it's incomplete. Keon Beachcastle tips it away. So they'll bring out the punt unit now. So here's the return for the Auburn Tigers. Leon Keller gets 9. So UTSA got 3 and out to open the game, and it's been downhill since. Back to the Maryland I to start the drive. It's a fullback dive. Gets about 3. Looks like we have an injury here for the fullback. Welcome in, Coach Wind. So as we end the first quarter here in the CFP opening round, 6 versus 11 matchup, Auburn is cooking them. Second and 6. Hand off to Bourbon Boozin. He's gonna go down. Too big to fit through the hole, looking like Luca Fatwater. 3rd down. 3rd and 6. Chance to get off the field for UTSA. LaHonda Dicker stick in motion. Thad Russell over the middle. It's caught, wide open man. 1st down. Greg Thomas. Thad Russell 8 for 10 start, looking really good. Handoff here to Bourbon. He finds a hole and gets maybe 2. So after that first big run, Bourbon's been bottled up. 2nd and 8 at the 40. 21-point lead, full house. The rain continues to pour. Russell hands it off to Bourbon Boozin. There's a big hole, and he'll get the 1st down. Kareem Mason already 5 tackles. Warrenberg's been non-existent on both sides. Russell takes off, and down he goes. That'll be a sack for River Elliott. Great job by the true freshman All-American. Second and 12. Fullback dive, open hole, and a big hit by Johnny Thomas. He gets 7. So 3rd and 5. Another chance to get off the field for UTSA. Split backs, it's a keeper for Thad Russell. Oh, he jukes out Warrenberg! But it's still 4th down. Put Warrenberg in the spin cycle. And they're going for it. 4th and inches. They fake the handoff. Interesting strategy. He takes off. He gets the 1st with ease. Thad Russell juking at Warrenberg. Put that on the highlight reel. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone yet again. Delayed give here to Bourbon. He missteps, he spins, and he gets 3 out of it. What's probably the most shocking is Auburn has 21 points, and none of them are Bourbon Boozin. This dude has 31 rushing touchdowns this season. 5th most touchdowns all time in a season. 2nd and 7. Over the middle and incomplete. Third down. It was Vanderbreak in coverage. Split backs here for Auburn. Thad Russell. Briesler in motion. He hits LaHonda Dickerstick. Touchdown, Auburn. Number 2 for Dickerstick. 28-point lead in the second quarter. Thanks for coming out, UTSA. Now, shockingly, this is UTSA's third ever appearance in the CFP as we get a return here. This makes me want to go look at their playoff history. So, in 2 prior games for UTSA, they lost to USC 65-10, and then last year they lost to Central Michigan 42-14. So in 2 prior appearances, they are getting absolutely smoked. Kent, he's gonna throw this one away. 3rd and 8 for UTSA. So 3rd down here for UTSA. Hits him over the middle, and that's a Chris Ham 1st down. They'll hurry it up. Brad Kent, the quarterback. Drops back. Yams it deep left side, and it is dropped. Griffin with the deflection. He is taking chances, but there's no separation. Four wide. Hands it off here to Tim Tyson. He finds a hole. He spins and gets himself 9. It'll be 3rd and short. Now, UTSA, they do get the ball back. This is some Wildcat here on 3rd and 1. They hand it off wide. 1st down. He's still on his feet. Will Washington for 7. So UTSA does get the ball after halftime. So if they can maybe put up a score or 2 here, might have some sort of a chance. As remember, Auburn blew a 21-point lead to Minnesota last season. So 2nd and 9 here. Kent, the quarterback. Drops back, 3-man rush, floats it. That's going to be Bakari Django. He gets 8, another 3rd and short. Another injury. Or that guy's just lying on the floor. So 3rd and 1. Shotgun formation, 4-down territory. Hands it off to Tyson. 1st down, UTSA. Nice drive popping here. Warrenberg, top of your screen, pistol form. Quick throw to Bakari Django on the bubble. He gets about a yard. So Brad Kent has come in, and he has done a decent job. 2nd and 9 here, goal line form. They'll hand it off to Tyson. He goes right up the gut, and he gets about 4. Another 3rd and short. Third down. Shotgun form. And Ken has time, and he hits Warrenberg. 1st down. The Roadrunners putting up some fight here. Remember, folks, it's not about if you deserve playoffs or not. They earn their way. Tim Tyson. There's a spot for the best Conference USA team, and UTSA proved to be that team. So it's irrelevant. If UTSA didn't make the playoff, it wouldn't have been Nebraska or Miami in their place. 2nd and 6. Man in motion. They'll hand it off. He gets to the outside, breaks a tackle. This is Tyson, and he gets maybe one. Another 3rd down. Third and 5. The delay give works out. Tim Tyson inside the 10. UTSA is cooking. What a drive. Incredibly long drive. Can they finish it off? It's a keeper for Kent. He has no speed. And he gets maybe 2. Auburn calling timeouts. They want the ball before halftime. Split backs for Kent. Motion. He keeps it. And down he goes. Another 3rd down. This is like a 15-play drive at this point. This might be threatening like 20 plays. 3rd and goal. Kent. They're going to run some clock here. Third and goal for the Roadrunners. Shotgun form, what's the call? They bring a blitz, he fires over the middle, but Corey can't get there. You gotta go for this, right? They bring out the pity field goal. No! The pity field goal here for UTSA. What an L. So the field goal here to put 3 on the board. The kick. It's up and oh no, it's off! Oh, he missed it! Oh my, all my days, I've never seen a miss like that. And now Bourbon, he's running. I'm so sorry, Dogwater. That might be one of the shortest field goals we've ever seen miss. Thad Russell, he has all the time in the world. Yams it deep to Bourbon. He gets 7. I can't change that mid-season, Slime. 2nd and 3. Thad Russell has time. Yams it over the middle. That's caught. Greg Thomas. So they are in yam range here. Yeah, but I don't go into the file mid-season. So last play of the half. Thad Russell drops back and he goes down. So as we hit halftime here in the opening round, Auburn controls it, 28-0. Dogwater about to be the second team ever to get shut out in a game day setting. Missing a 19-point field goal. Oh no. I am sorry, Dogwater. UTSA just doesn't show up in the playoff. LA Tech beats Maryland in the bowl game. And here we have UTSA sucking it up. Now, obviously, Auburn's better than Maryland, but... So look at the first half stats. I mean, technically looks okay, but those turnovers and some big plays and some miscues are the difference. We are seeing Warrenberg. He got juked out. Did you not see that one? I'll clip it and make sure to send it to you. All right, so UTSA will get the ball to start the half. How will they respond after their 20-plus play drive ended in a missed 19-yarder? Warrenberg cannot play quarterback. Not approved. So here comes Kent. Hand off to Tyson. He gets a nice healthy 9 yards. UTSA is able to run the ball decently well, but they need some big plays here if they're going to make a comeback. 2nd and 1 here, split backs. Hand off here to Will Washington. He'll get the first down with ease. Pistol form for Ken. He's going to audible into the shotgun. Ham into Django, top of your screen. Hands it off to Tyson. He goes nowhere. Remember, guys, after this game, we'll be headed up to the Cotton Bowl, where Iowa State and... Or not the Cotton Bowl. We'll be going to Iowa State, Ames, Iowa. I forgot they're on campus as I'm staring at the Auburn field. Get a stiffy here. The winner of that game goes to the Cotton. 3rd and 5. Can UTSA keep the drive going? Empty. Kent. He has time and it runs out. Bradrick Bulu. The swim move. Surprised he hung on to it. Fourth down. So Auburn will get the ball back up 28-0. Tough scenes here for the UTSA Roadrunner faithful, making the trek from San Antonio. First and 10 for the Tigers. Hand off to Bourbon Boozin. He spins off one. He shrugs off another. He gets 4. The beauty of the first round matchups, folks, is you never know what's going to happen. Unless UTSA is playing, then you know it's a 28-point loss at least. 2nd and 6. There's Thad. He goes down. It's a sack. Xavier Stratton. Third and 10 for the Tigers. Can UTSA make a play? It's empty for Thad Russell. Drops back. Concoro gets there. Back-to-back sacks. Now UTSA has some momentum. Can they get this offense in gear? Here's the punt. Warrenberg on the return. Oh, he gets cooked. First and 10. They'll start here at the 40. 4 wide. Ken, he yams it deep right side and tipped away. Continues to look for the deep ball, but there's just no separation out there. Full house now. Hands this off to Tyson, and he gets swallowed up for 2. He got hit on both sides. So 3rd and 8 for UTSA. No audible here into the pistol. Vanderbrake on the field. Bring a blitz. They pick it up. Yams it deep. That's an open man. Down the right side. It's Rylan Warrenberg. Finally, Warrenberg gets the better of Keon Beachcastle. Here come the Roadrunners. Inside the 20. They missed a field goal last time they were down here. Chris Ham in the slot. Kent hits his man. Warrenberg again. It's 5 yards. Goal line form. Everybody waiting. The fullback. Oh, what a move! If he would have stayed on his feet, he had the craziest fullback touchdown ever. The ball carrier vision go Burr. So 3rd and 1. The handoff here. Tyson gets it, and he tries to find a hole. 1st down. Another great drive brewing. UTSA has been doing really well on these long drives, but they just got to score. 1st and goal. Kent over the middle. Caught. Touchdown, Shiloh Slutters. UTSA's on the board. What a throw by Kent. All right, folks. The comeback starts here. And the extra point, no good. What is happening in the rain? Does the, I don't know what the problem is with UTSA's kicker. I didn't make any depth chart change. They've been kicking okay all season. Maybe it's the rain impacting his ratings. I have no idea. That's crazy. The lights were too bright. So down 22. 2nd and 10. Takes a handoff. Thad Russell takes off here. He has some room, and he slides down. It'll be 3rd down. Third down for Auburn. Can UTSA get a quick stop? Oh, they get him! Down he goes, the 3rd sack of the half. Wendell Vanderbrake. Nobody bit on the bourbon fake. So exactly what UTSA needed, a touchdown and a 3 and out. The defense stepping up here. Say what you want, but the defense only given up 21 points to this point. I think UTSA's defense has played well. They haven't given up crazy big plays, making them drive. All right, so chance for UTSA to get themselves back in this game. Safety's coming down. We've got, this is some Wildcat. Will Washington to the corner, and they get him. Elias Ingram, only 2 tackles on the day. Welcome in, Cabbage. 4 wide, 5 wide. We're going empty. Motion for Kent. He gives it to Tim Tyson. He gets the edge, and he gets most of it back. So it'll be a 3rd and short. Safety's coming down, 3rd and 2. It's a keeper for Kent. Nobody got him. There he goes. He finds a hole. What a run for Kent. Look at Brad Kent with the wiggle. Jay Jones, the Yams legend, brings him down. Man, if only UTSA would have scored at the end of the first half. Then this would be getting interesting. Hand off here, Tyson, and down he goes. Second and 9. Quick option here for Kent. He finds some room, and he gets about 4. Another 3rd down for UTSA. They've been really good on 3rd down today. They're 9 of 13. Pass over the middle. Almost intercepted. Trying to find Chris Ham. And they'll bring out the field goal kicker. 4th and 5. The kick is up and way. Just. I'm dead. That was the worst attempt we've ever seen. I have no idea what's going on with the field goal kicker. I've never seen a worse kick. It was short and to the that's not even Seabass level. Incredible. Oh my god. So even if you give them the 7 points that they missed from these field goals, it's still a 14-point game, but my goodness, his Bourbon doesn't get anything. 3rd and 1. And now end the 3rd quarter. So with 1 quarter left, Auburn's in control. Who's going to the Peach? Now, if you saw my bracket, I have Auburn facing Notre Dame in the national championship. Not really happy with the way they're playing, though, for that pick. 3rd down. The snap. Bourbon boozing. He'll get the first. They'll hurry it up here. Fakes. Over the middle, that's caught by Breesler. He'll get 7. Cabbage Breesler has a touchdown today. 2nd and 3. Over the middle, that's caught. Nice catch by Greg Thomas. So Auburn across the 50 now. Maryland I. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff and throws it, intercepted. It's Wendell Vanderbrink. He's going the other way. Can they catch him? Yes, they do. The gem makes an impact. Wendell Vanderbrink, he's been getting some snaps at tight end. Can UTSA, can they do something here? 4 to the left side. It's an audible. Bakari Django across. 1st and 10 for UTSA. The delay give to Tim Tyson, and he gets 4. 2nd and 6. 4 wide. Kent drops back. He has time over the middle. He misses an open man. Oh. Honestly, his first bad pass, but man, that hurts. 3rd and 6. The snap for Kent. Floats it. That's caught. And 4th down. Dogwater rage changed him. So they're going for it now. Split backs, hand off to Tim Tyson to the edge. Down he goes. Turnover on downs. Nothing comes of the interception. UTSA is now 1 for 4 in the red zone. The toss to Bourbon Boozin. He turns the corner. But like I was saying, the biggest shock here is Bourbon Boozin, no touchdowns. Dumps that off to the fullback, and Burnett brings him down. Great day for Thad Russell. 6.5 minutes away from the Peach Bowl. They'll run some clock now. Remember, guys, as soon as this game finishes, we will be going to the Notre Dame-Iowa State game. So we will not be waiting for the hour 30 minutes. I just put those as kind of the blocks, but we go back to back to back. Just like a game day to BearCave, I'll take like 5 minutes to set up the next stream. So 3rd and 3. Once again, they are running clock. What a great start for Auburn. Much better than last year's playoff. Handoff, Bourbon Boozin up the gut. He finds a hole. 1st down. Was that a 2nd down play or a 3rd down play? I think that was a 2nd down play. Come on, just do the chew clock thing. Why are you waiting? Shake my head, Dogwater. You should have won this game. No, Cabbage, you won. You were up 28-0 in the 2nd quarter in this one. It was a very similar to your Minnesota one. It's just there was no comeback in this one. 2nd and 8. Maryland I. But I would be worried because Auburn has no 2nd half points. Hand off to Bourbon to the outside. And they bring him down. 3rd down. Under 4 minutes left, offset I. Motion. The handoff for Bourbon. He gets the 1st down and more. So Auburn will advance to the Peach Bowl to face either Mike and Georgia Tech or Bryce Beers. Bourbon Boozin, down he goes. Second and 7. Bourbon to the outside, and down he goes again. Workhorse back as UTSA starts calling timeouts. 3rd and 3. The handoff here to Bourbon, up the gut, he gets the 1st. So Dogwater is going to go back-to-back years not winning a playoff game. I believe he is now never won a playoff game in his 3 attempts. I think he had 1 with Memphis and now 2 with UTSA. Maybe Day Night will be the savior. 2nd and 6. Handoff for Bourbon. It'll be 3rd and 2. So over 100 yards for your Heisman Trophy winner. 3rd down. Another handoff for Bourbon. Another 1st down. So it's victory formation for the Auburn Tigers. They come out in the opening round in the rain and dominate. One more snap is all it will take. Triple zeros, there it is. Auburn is going to the Peach Bowl. Coach Cabbage gets his first career playoff win as Auburn smokes UTSA here in the rain. What a game and what a day as we have 2 more CFP games lined up. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Alright, so here is a look at the bracket as Auburn is going to move on to face the winner of Georgia Tech and Coastal Carolina. But next up, we're going to go to Jack Trice Stadium where Iowa State takes on Notre Dame. So LaHonda Dickerstick, your player of the game, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, Beach Castle had the pick 6. Honestly, that's on Shiloh Slutter, so for not tackling him. You got to be able to get a hand on him at least. So the Miles Tilley era has ended here. And the Day Night era has begun. Alright, so we'll check out players of the game as normal, and then we'll end the stream and come right back for the next game. So 28-6 is your final. They had 21 first quarter points, and then they did nothing the rest of the game. So Thad Russell goes 15 of 19, 158, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. The rain definitely made a massive impact in this game. Dickerstick leading receiver. Paul Charles with 7 tackles. TFLs, a lot of different guys got one. Bulu had a sack. The 2 interceptions for Leon Keller and Keon at Beach Castle. 4 deflections. No fumbles here in the rain. And the defensive touchdown for Keon at Beach Castle. And for UTSA, it was a less than stellar performance here for the quarterbacks. Miles Tilley, 5 of 7, 58 yards. He didn't throw an incompletion, I guess. Running the ball, they were able to run it decently well, but they went down so quickly that they had to start throwing it. Django had 6 catches. Warrenberg had 4. On defense, Kareem Mason, 9 tackles. TFLs go to River Elliott, Dockery, Vanderbrake, and Concoro. And they had 5 total sacks. Like, I feel like the defense played well. They gave up 21 total points. Like, you can't get mad at that on the defense. It's just the offense didn't show up. And the kicker, man. I don't know what this guy's problem was. We've seen him actually not play too terribly this season. He's made kicks, but I guess in the rain his ratings go down. And 0-2, and he missed the extra point. The kicking is not my fault, and you would have still lost by 2 scores. Remember, not all 2 position players are meant to play both positions at the same time. It just gives you the option. For instance, Auburn's left tackle, freshman All-American, he also was a kicker, but Cabbage didn't put him at a kicker because he has brain cells. That's why he won this game. So for those of you guys on BearCave, that is a Auburn cover, as Kent, Vanderbrake, Dickerstick, and Beach Castle got the players of the game. Auburn, 78% of you guys went with an Auburn cover, and that's what they do. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back in about 5 minutes or so for Iowa State and Notre Dame.